Okay, welcome to the Wolfpack Effect with DeMarkco, where you get the full effect of me. So look, this video right here, and the only way that I would know about this is because I used to live here, in Chicago, literally. This I think a block or two over, on Ingleside of this little area. My grandma called me and told me that there was a shooting, that a police officer has been killed. So we gonna watch this video, talk about it a little bit, and this is the reason why you want to not be in certain areas. So
we're learning more details about the circumstances behind the deadly shooting of a Chicago police officer, Enrique Martinez. The 26-year-old was approaching a stopped car in East Chatham last night when a suspect opened fire. The burst of rapid gunfire caught on the Citizen app video. We are going to share a short portion of that clip, but we do want to warn you.
And imagine this. Look, imagine you get pulled off by a police officer, and the thing that you do is shoot him. How the fuck? How does that even come to one's mind?
That it may be difficult to hear and see. Two people in connection to that shooting are now in custody, and a second person inside that car was killed. And there's now outrage today over the young officer's death and what led up to that shooting. Our Joni Lum is live with more of those latest developments.
Ryan, Chicago police officers all over the city learned this tragic news, and they are in mourning today. We are at the 6th District, where Officer Enrique Martinez was assigned. His colleagues here said to be especially upset because Officer Martinez was a young officer who was eager to protect Chicagoans, had his whole career ahead of him.
And to be honest with y'all, a lot of officers in Chicago don't even want to do this shit. Like, a lot of people don't want to do it. So the fact that you have a police officer that's actually a police officer for you niggas, because that's what I'm going to tell y'all. You niggas want to be niggas. For y'all, and the fact that they're getting killed is going to make people not want to do it. Because it's like kind of no protection. And I think stuff like focusing on when you see a lot of bad, it throws off vibrations and energies. You know, and that's really what happens a lot of the times, too.
Mayor Johnson today talked about the city's grief.
Mayor Johnson, a hoe. Brandon Johnson is the worst mayor in the world, bro. I swear to God, he's the worst mayor in the world.
And sorrow.
We are calling for swift.
I'm sorry, bro. Look, when Lil Durk got locked up, you know, Mayor Johnson, he got, I think, $100,000 from Lil Durk. And he was trying to defend him and blame it and say, well, this is basically what happens when you have a kid, you know, that grew up in a certain area. Like, what the hell is he talking about? This nigga's dumb, bro.
Acts of justice to bring the individuals responsible for this horrific tragedy to justice.
This morning, a large shipment of flowers was delivered to the 6th District. Officers carried in multiple arrangements, part of an outpouring of support for the police station colleagues who lost one of their own in gun violence. Counseling also being offered here today. Last night, 26-year-old Officer Enrique Martinez was part of a team that stopped a vehicle with 3 occupants at 80th and South Ingleside in East Chatham. Police say the driver opened fire with a...
I used to park... Okay, do y'all see where this is at right here? I used to park a little further down right there because there was never really parking spots on this block. There's going to be like a speed, not a speed bump. There's going to be a big ass like kind of hole when you're going through that block. Streets.
Rapid fire weapon fatally striking Officer Martinez and an occupant of the car. They say the gunman drove away, striking another officer who's recovering at a hospital. Police arrested the suspected gunman and another passenger.
So not only did he shoot and kill one police officer, he shot another police officer and got away. Is that what I've heard?
They recovered a semi-automatic weapon and a handgun. Other officers raced Martinez to University of Chicago Medical Center, where police officers gathered in support. 15th Ward Alderman Ray Lopez said officers are working in a dangerous environment where they literally are under the gun.
All I know is that I'm not going to second guess my officers who are trained well. But what I do know is that even in those circumstances, if you have someone who has an extended clip and a willingness to use that weapon and unload it on a police officer, no amount of commands is going to stop them from doing what they're doing. What we do know is that with technology being removed, as officers descended upon the scene, they had no idea that an extended clip was being used. They had no idea. And we could have had much greater casualties if they had not stopped that offender.
One officer discharged a weapon, so COPA is investigating. Here at the 6th District, the police flag of mourning is posted. Later today, there's going to be something special for the third watch. Those colleagues who worked directly with Martinez. He was a Southwest Side resident, engaged to be married, had a brother on the force, comes from a law enforcement family. The 6th District in deep sorrow today.
This shit is so crazy, bro. And I'm gonna be 100% honest with y'all. What makes it even crazier is a lot of the times when stuff happens in Chicago like this, this is how I know Chicago is bad. Anytime I talk to somebody about Chicago, a lot of the times, more times than not, and they say, yeah, you know, it's crazy out there in Chicago, I'll be like, nah, it ain't that bad. So we know anytime if you have to say something ain't that bad, then you know the shit is bad. You know it's bad. You know, and the fact that this man got away, he got arrested. Okay, so we found him there. Okay. Okay, so it says Chicago police officer 26 years old Enrique Martinez was fatally shot during a traffic stop on the south side when the suspect opened fire as officers approached the vehicle. So it was a traffic stop. And also, if y'all watch the video, there's a video where he tells the guy stop reaching, and then he ends up shooting the police officer. The suspect attempted to flee, hitting another officer, and was later arrested. A second suspect was also detained at the scene. The Civilian Office of Police Accountability is investigating the incident, and involved officers will be placed on administrative leave. So shot and killed, see, dropping around 8 in the morning. But this is why I also said that Mayor Johnson is terrible. Like, Brandon Johnson is terrible, bro. He don't know what the hell he be talking about. He don't. You know, you got the defund the police, but we want to fund the migrant shit going on in Chicago. People get affected by it every day. You have these people talking about the damn Venezuelan gangs out there in Chicago. And thank God that I don't live out there no more. I don't even worry about Chicago. I remember I used to live in this neighborhood, and I would worry about, like, nigga, you can't even sit in the car in Chicago. You can't sit in the car in Chicago and sit there and be on your phone, because then you're going to see a crackhead walk past, or you're going to see somebody walk past and they're going to run and try to kill you. You know, but I'm not joking, it's more of a serious matter with this incident going on. But some advice to y'all that is in Chicago, I would say if y'all can move out of Chicago, do it. Go somewhere different. Even if you go to, I would even say going to Michigan is better than Chicago. Go to Michigan. It's better than Chicago. It's close enough to where you can be near your family and be next to them. But this is a very deep issue that we have, because a lot of people don't know that police officers get killed more than y'all think. They want y'all to think that if you're a black person in America, that a police officer is going to shoot you and kill you every time they see you. That's what people want you to think. But the thing is, they get killed more by us than we get killed by them. And that's 100% facts. And if you do want to do your research, go ahead and do your research. Because I know I'm not wrong. I know I'm right. So we, as people, kill the police more than they kill us. And they want to say defund the police. and they want to say, yeah, we'll fund the migrants and we'll give them more money to stay here for free. You know, you guys can go ahead and vote. We want y'all to vote. So we'll support y'all. Do whatever it takes. We'll give y'all $100 million. We'll give y'all $100 more million. And that's what Brandon Johnson is doing. So I don't listen to shit this dude says or nothing he says and really take it serious because he's a goofy. You know, but that's kind of that.